Show me to me, please. Send it to me, Rachel.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Deep End. I'm Caroline.
And Emily.
And we are the Deep End Podcast. And we are super excited for today's topic, which is us. We didn't talk too much about ourselves. Like we did, but not like really in the pilot.
Excited.
I am excited. I love talking about myself.
Oh, God.
So today we thought we would deep dive a little further into to get to know her. For you to get to know us. We know ourselves pretty well. And I'm pretty sure Emily knows me pretty okay.
I've never met her in my life.
Excellent. So we are going to use some questions brought to you by Calm. They are questions for people with social anxiety. So thank you.
Oh my God.
What?
Are you talking about that?
I don't know.
I have to burp.
We will link it. Thank you, Calm, for compiling this list for socially anxious people.
I wish you waited until I was done burping to say that.
Why didn't you mute yourself? What is this, your first rodeo?
Yeah, actually.
Same. All right, do you want to answer first?
So, what do you feel like this podcast is about?
I feel like this podcast is about everything and nothing all at the same time. It's sitting in a pool with my sister, drinking, just chatting. What do you feel like this podcast is about?
Getting deep, delving in. Diving in. The 3Ds.
Deep, delve, and dive.
Yeah.
Should we do one of those right now?
Sure. Let's dive in.
Perfect. All right. Do you want to answer first? Do you want me to interview you first? Or was this like a...
I'd love to.
Perfect. All right, Emily.
Or should we just each answer?
Yeah, we can each answer.
Oh,
All right, so our first question is, what childhood memory makes you smile?
oh God, these are going to be sappy questions, aren't they?
No, but this first one is, and I think it's a good one.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm in therapy now. I feel like I'm like dishing my deep dark secrets.
Okay, well...
there's a squirrel in that tree. Do you see it?
Yes, I do see it. Hi, guy.
Oh my God, he's so cute. Anyways, a childhood memory that makes me smile. I don't know. I'm lucky. I have a lot. I'd say probably my 7th birthday when we had a pony. We had a pony party at the house in this very backyard.
Yeah, that was cool. There was a pony. Because pony party could just be like, oh, it was a horse themed party. There was an actual pony.
It was a horse themed party, and there was a pony that we got to come hang out.
Nice.
Yeah. What's a childhood memory that makes you smile?
It's kind of like a recurring one, and it was playing hide and seek with Mimi.
Oh,
Mimi was our grandmother.
Oh God.
She lived with us, and I just really I loved when we played hide and seek because I thought I was really good at hiding. I was like, she can't find me.
No, she knew.
She knew exactly where I was. She would just like pretend to not find us, so she could like sit and do lunch and like whatever. She was so smart, and I just think it's great because I really did think that I was like the best at hiding, and she was just the best at seeking. So that just makes me smile. That's some clever shit right there.
That's a sweet one.
Yeah.
Very deep.
Yeah.
I'm very much airing out your business.
No, it was just like the first thing I thought of when I read the question.
Hey, you know.
All right. How do you spend your free time?
We should have done like this or that questions.
Okay, I can look those up too.
I doom scroll. How do you spend your free time?
I craft all the time.
What do you make?
Okay. Right now I'm watercolor painting thank you notes to my dancers.
Did you ever finish my birthday card?
So should we ask another question? I and I'm crocheting a baby blanket for a friend, and then I'm embroidering tote bags for my graduating seniors as their senior gift.
Can we find you on Etsy?
Not at the moment. I don't think I'm good enough to be on Etsy, and I don't think anyone will buy my stuff.
You'd be surprised.
I might be surprised. People have told me that I should make one. I also don't want to go through Etsy.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. We don't have to get into that.
Yeah, we won't get into that. But I have considered making and selling my things, and maybe one day we'll get there. Okay, here's a good one, and then we'll switch to some this or that. What book or movie has left a lasting impression on you?
The Hunger Games.
I knew it.
Next question.
You don't want to expand on that?
Games. I have a deep obsession. That's it. No, it's not. I don't know. I didn't really like to read. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just looking at you.
You're like confused.
I'm not confused.
Why do you have that face?
It's my face.
You're like,
Okay, keep talking.
I didn't really like to read as a kid very much. But I won't get into that because, like, the public school system.
It's for a different episode.
So, Mom gave it to me when we had, like, PSSAs.
Mm-hmm.
We're in Pennsylvania. We're from Pennsylvania. That's all you get.
Yeah.
We'd, like, standardized testing, and they're like, you can't just sit there and stare at a wall after you're done. You have to have a book.
Because sitting quietly and just letting your brain rest is...
No, for real. And I was, like, not about reading in 6th grade. And I was like, okay. I didn't have a book. And Mom had the Hunger Games, and she gave it to me, and I was like, all right. And I read it, and boy, oh boy, was my life changed. My little brain, chemistry was altered. I actually truly believe it changed the course of my life. I think I'd be a very different person if I didn't
I agree.
like it, because it really has influenced my life.
It really did. I think that...
I love them all. I love all of the books and the prequel and the movies. I know everything there is to know about them. What about you? Oh god, I know what it's gonna be.
What do you think it's going to be?
Twilight.
Actually, no, it wasn't.
Really?
I wasn't going to say Twilight.
Little Women.
No, I never finished it. I guess I could have said Twilight. That was
Harry Potter.
influential. I mean, Harry Potter was influential to me in many ways, but I don't think that's not the one I was thinking of.
Okay, why don't you just tell me?
Yeah, I was thinking like Agatha Christie has been
Oh,
influential
okay.
because in my adult life I found it very difficult to find books that were interesting. I think
So
there's
she turned to murder.
yeah. I think there is just something that's really hard for them to transition from like YA to A.
Can I just say though, there's a huge misconception about what is YA.
Yes, there is.
Because I'm very much into book talk and all of those books. I've read a lot of the popular ones. And a lot of the things that are classified YA are like pretty violent.
Yeah.
Especially in fantasy or like explicit. And you'll be like, oh my god, but this is YA. But like, everyone thinks YA is like preteen
Like middle
through
schooler,
teen.
yeah.
Yeah. But YA really is like
It's really like
your late teens, early 20s.
Yeah.
Into your 20s.
yeah.
So.
It just feels very hard. Like there was like a weird line where I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know how to get into like adult reading. I don't know what to read.
Yeah.
Or what to find that's interesting. But Agatha Christie has been kind of like that gateway that has opened me into like murder mystery. But I like the polite ones. I don't like the gory shit. I don't want scary like thrillers. I like the
She likes when they're like murdered nicely.
yes, where it's like a clean murder. You don't really get into like the details of it, but you're
She
trying
wants
to
it to be like an intricate murder.
yes. Well, my favorite of the Agatha Christie's that I've read so far, and my goal is to read through all of the Hercule Poirot series, has been The Murder of Roger Ackroyd.
Damn, that one's good. I read that one. It's
That-
good.
It's
Read
a
it.
locked door mystery. It's so interesting.
Follow me on Goodreads.
Yeah, yes, you can follow us on Goodreads. That one's really good, and I think that
That one altered my brain chemistry.
yeah, that one I was like, okay, I'm in. Agatha, you've got me. And it's similar to like Taylor Swift. Like I'm intrigued by the way that Agatha's mind worked and like how she created
Yeah.
so many.
How many have you read?
I've read about 12, maybe 15 at this point.
How many are there?
I'm not
Poirot.
sure. I want to say like between 30 and 40, but that
Not
could be
many.
totally
Not many.
wrong. Yeah, I feel like I've made a good chunk. I'm currently reading Cards on the Table, which is interesting. So, yeah. All right, are you ready to move into some this or that?
I'd love to.
Excellent. These ones are from Teen Vogue. Thank you. So they're interesting. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, first question. Folklore or Evermore?
Oh no. Oh god. I think I have to pick Folklore. But that's a really hard question for me.
I was also going to pick Folklore. Do you have reasoning for it?
I just feel like there's more off of Folklore that I like.
That was
as
my
opposed
reasoning.
to Evermore, but I really like both.
Truth.
Okay.
All right, next question. Waiting in line. Waiting in the merch line or seeing the opener. Now, I just want to say you can do both.
Are these Taylor Swift questions?
No.
Oh.
The first two just seem to be.
I guess seeing the opener.
I think it really depends for me.
I do think it depends. I just feel like at least I can be somewhat entertained.
True. Merch line is really stressful. All right. Are you ready for the next question?
Yeah.
Still water, sparkling water.
You know, I delved in to the world of sparkling water recently in these past few months.
Yes.
So that's hard. I would probably say still, because why is my water spicy? But okay, it's weird when it's spicy and there's no flavor.
That's
But
fair.
if it's flavored sparkling water, then I'm like, okay, I can get behind that. I think I was dipping into like some polar ice. I can't remember if that was no, it was something else.
Yeah.
Because there was no other option, and I like soda. I like carbonated soda. But I've done sparkling water as is, and I'm like, okay, like, it's really just spicy. Like, it's just, that's it. There's nothing to, but I'm gonna say still water because, like, if there's no flavor to it, I don't want the spice.
Right.
What about you?
To ask a stupid question, still water is just regular water, right?
Yeah.
Oh, then regular water all the way.
Uncarbonated.
I don't want I just want water.
It just, like, kind of doesn't make sense to me. Like, why carbonate water as it is without anything else?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It does not make sense. At all. And I don't like the spicy water. I just want water.
No, and, like, why does that make it more fancy?
I don't know.
I've had some really fancy still water.
Yeah. Have you ever added some lemon and lime? Or
I got
just-
still water at this
Cucumber
little
infused?
at this little French place in Chelsea Market. They gave it to me in like this glass bottle, and I had it on my dresser for a while because I didn't know what to do like with the bottle.
Yeah.
But it was
flowers
really
in
nice. I threw it out.
Oh.
I got rid of that.
All right. Are you for maximalism or minimalism?
Maximalism. I like stuff. And if you say that you don't, you're lying. Because we have one right here.
No, I don't like stuff. I love stuff. I love stuff, but I like clean lines of minimalism. Like I like when stuff has a place and you can't see it, but I like to have the stuff.
I can't speak. Organized maximalism.
Yes, that is what I want.
To sound really horribly capitalist, I want a lot of things.
I love things.
I like stuff.
I like to try things, like try products and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I like to see what's going on.
Oh, the amount of lip products I had.
Yeah,
Bad.
I have so many. Do you know how many lipsticks I have that are basically the same shade, but they're all a little different? Like 20 in one drawer
How
right
many
now.
clear lip balms can I buy? Just by different brands.
So many.
Like, it's bad.
It is bad. All right, sweet or salty?
Did you answer the last one?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Sweet.
I'm not surprised
What do you mean by that?
because you like candy and chocolate and
I
stuff.
love sweet things.
I would also pick sweet. I
I
always am like gravitating to sweets, but it's nice to have something salty too.
see, that's true, but I've met so many people who are like, oh, after I have something sweet, I have to have something salty. And I'm like, why? Because then you just ruin it. because then I would immediately have to have more sweet. You know?
Now, are
I
you a
don't know.
sweet or a savory?
Sweet.
Still sweet over savory?
Oh yeah. I'm sweet over anything.
People who pick savory, I'm always like, do you not like sweets? Do you not like dessert?
You'd rather eat dinner than dessert.
Or like a savory pastry over a sweet pastry? I'm like,
You'd rather have a regular croissant over a pain au chocolat.
right. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do love a plain croissant. Does that count as savory? I thought savory was more like a meat and cheese.
What is sweet about a plain croissant?
Nothing, it's neutral.
Well, then it's savory.
Is that what?
Well, it sure ain't sweet.
Okay, but like it's nice to have like a. Okay.
It's just a bread,
I love bread.
but it's not a sweet bread.
Okay. I'm just saying. Okay, never mind.
Oh, but like a ham and Swiss croissant.
That's savory.
I know, but it's delish.
I didn't say it wasn't.
Oh my god.
All right.
So are you sweet or salty?
I'm sweet.
Okay.
Art museum or history museum?
It depends. It depends. Because if we're talking natural history, I'm there. Well, hold on.
What, like unnatural history is?
No, just like if it's like war history, I'm not there. I'm so sorry.
See, sometimes it's a little interesting, but I think an exhibit inside of it. But I don't.
I just really love natural history.
Yeah, natural
If someone says we're going to the Natural History Museum, I'm in the car. I'm in the parking lot. I'm already there.
Yeah.
I have my tickets.
Yeah.
But if not, then I guess art, because I like art. I dabble in the art.
I think it depends on the art, because like the modern art, I just don't get it. I don't get it, and I think I want to get it, and maybe the point is to not get it, and if that's the point, then I get it.
I don't think you get it.
I don't get it. No, I like to look at like the really beautiful stuff, like the landscapes and the flowers and the things that like
that don't make you think.
no, that make me feel. The stuff that makes me feel. The things that I look at and I'm like, am I supposed to be taking something away from this? Is this like the destruction of something? Like
That make you think.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so
Oh,
I like
you
to.
don't.
I guess I don't want to think. I just want to feel. I want to look at something and I want to feel something deeply. If I go to the art museum, but I do love a history museum trip because it's like, or a natural, yeah,
Which one? You going to a history museum?
like a natural history museum.
Okay, well they're different.
Okay, well
That's why it's in the name.
To be fair, I just love to go do things. I love a museum trip.
That's true.
Like even if
I'm down.
if it's modern art, I'd probably still go and try and take something from it, but you know, not take art. I just mean like take something away. Just so we're clear, I'm not trying to steal anything.
If something goes missing in the next like week,
I have an
911.
alibi.
I have a suspect.
I have an alibi. I am at home working. Being too hot or being too cold?
I've thought about this one a very long time.
I did not.
I've been asked that. I was asked this for years and years and years ago, and I had an answer, but I really go back and forth because when I'm too hot, I'm like, why did I say I'd rather be too hot? When I'm too cold, I'm like, why did I say I'd rather be too cold? I feel like my answer is too cold because I feel like it's easier for me to warm up.
Correct.
Whereas like too hot, then I'm sweaty. Then I'm sticky.
Correct.
Then I'm miserable.
The correct answer is too cold because you can put layers on, but you can't like take layers off when you're too hot. Like you can't like
it's hot out here. I can't change the temperature of the sun.
and I can't put on less clothing. I mean, like I could, but I really can't.
It won't. First of all,
It's not going to make a difference.
it's not gonna be. No one like. I'll get in trouble.
No one wants to see that. No one wants to see this.
Oh my god! Stop. Anyways. Also, it won't make any difference.
Right.
I'm still gonna be sweating.
Exactly. But like if you're cold, you can like get blankets and like sweaters and stuff. And then you warm up, and then if you're too warm, you can take stuff off, and it'll
Yeah.
like just regulate you back down. I think I'd rather be too cold. Even though I will bitch and complain as soon as it starts to get really cold.
Yeah,
But it's
and
too cold.
I feel like the other thing too is when it starts to get warm, I don't know how to dress for like daily life. When I was diving in my brief interlude into the corporate world, RIP, I'm unemployed.
For now.
I'll fix it. Hire me. When it started to get like warm, I was still dressing like cute, but then I would be like, my commute had me sweating.
Yeah.
So then I get to work like sweating. And I'm like,
I just think it's hard when the weather is starting to warm up, but it's not officially warm yet. And you're like, what do I wear in the morning? Because it's not going to make a difference.
oh yeah, because
lunchtime.
it's 40 degrees in the morning and like 65 degrees later.
Right, and it's like, do I wear the shorts? Do I be the dumbass at the store in the morning when it's 40 and I'm in shorts, knowing that it's going to be 70
Yeah.
in 3 hours? You know, like, I don't know.
I'm not built for changing temperatures.
No. But I do like my seasons.
That's true.
All right. Cooking or baking?
Baking. Cooking has like no instructions or rules. And
Emily loves rules.
I thrive on them. So because like there's too much room for interpretation. See, it's interesting because I am a very creative person, but I think when it comes to like in the kitchen, I'm the least creative person there is.
I don't think I know where to go with creativity in the kitchen.
Me neither. I don't have the feeling that I'm supposed to have yet. I haven't grown into it. So
I haven't grown into
I don't know. I mean, I still mess up baking with all of the rules. But it's just like, oh, they tell you do this with this amount for this time, and I'm like, can do.
Because baking is a baking is
Baking
a
is a
science?
science.
And
Cooking is an art.
Yeah.
And that's the art I can't do.
Well, it's hard. My difficulty with cooking is that because it's like kind of fluid, if you make it really good one time and you were just like guessing or just, oh, I'm going to add this, I'm going to change this, you can't really recreate it unless you knew what you were doing.
If you didn't write that down.
Or like pay attention.
Right.
Like, oh, I upped this. Like,
I've been told before, like recently, like, oh, you know, next time so-and-so makes this that you really like and don't know how to make, just like start writing it down. And I'm like, yeah, but how do you write down a little bit of this, you know, a touch of that, like, what? And it's still like, I guarantee it'll still taste different if I make it.
I have made the same sauce 40 times.
That sauce always tastes different when I make it too.
It's never the same sauce.
It tastes good.
And sometimes I make it exactly the same amount of like olive oil and all of the things that are going into it, and it's literally a different sauce every time.
That sauce, it's a little fast sauce. That's the only thing that I do with failing in the kitchen.
Yes.
Because I'm like, or if I'm making pasta, I'm like, you don't have to time that.
That one I do time just so I can get it al dente.
That one, you know what? That one I feel.
That one I do because I will walk away.
Cooking pasta, no, I feel that. When it's like, oh, the box says 11 to 12, you're fine.
Well, if the box says 11, I always go like 9 or 10. I always do less than the box. Box doesn't really know.
I always wing it, you know? That one I have the feeling for. That one I've got the genes for. That's it, though.
Yeah. I kind of want to make sauce now.
Are you a cooking or a baking?
I think, well, I want to be a baking. I want to be a baking so badly. And every time I do it, it just doesn't go well. Like, I make mistakes that are, like, silly. Like, using salted butter and then adding salt still. And then getting salty fucking cookies.
Yeah.
Like things that, like, I should just probably know better than to do. And I just do anyways. So I think I just need to work on my baking. I've just had too many baking fails that have, like, hurt my baking confidence.
I had a baking fail last fall, I believe, is when I made those Oreo stuffed cookies. Okay, I make these Oreo stuffed cookies.
What was the fail? What did you do?
I sent you a picture, but I'll talk about it.
Oh, I remember.
Okay, they require a lot of ingredients and they only yield, like, not many cookies at all because you need so much dough to cover the Oreo because you put a whole Oreo inside. They're so delicious though. And I was like doubling these batches. I had to go out and buy more ingredients because it was all for this like little party. Oh, they were Christmas gifts. We were giving them as gifts. And then I was also giving some to, I needed to make a whole batch for my best friend. Hey Sarah. My best friend's family of 4. you know, and
Yeah, like when you give like a plate of cookies for a
you
holiday.
gotta always have leftovers and more.
Right.
We're a more kind of group.
You should always have leftovers.
So I mismeasured the baking soda, I think, or the baking powder, whatever one. I don't think I doubled it. And though the dough melted, it became one just pan of just cookie.
Flat cookie with little Oreo mounds.
Yeah, if
spaced
I still
every
have the
2 inches.
picture, put it there because I was like, I was baffled because I was like, what? I had made
I
them
remember
like,
seeing that and being like, ooh, we gotta
I was
give
like,
these as
what the hell
gifts.
did
This
we
is not good. I feel like that was your first round doing it too. Like that was your first, wasn't that like the first batch?
It might have been.
And it was like, ooh, this is not setting a good tone for these gifts.
It was just not the kind of cookie too where like you could be wasting ingredients because they need a lot. There was no room for mistakes, and I made them. So
Truth. Yeah.
are you cooking or baking? Did you answer?
I did. I answered
Okay.
baking. I
That's what I
really want to get into baking bread because I love bread. I tried sourdough and it was an absolute nightmare.
Sourdough is scary.
Sourdough is hard.
I have a real, I don't want to say fear, but discomfort with sourdough starters and the fact that it's just like alive. It is a jar of something living.
It smells so bad.
Oh my god. You know, like smells or tastes that you smell or taste in your life that are just so atrocious that they stick with you forever.
Yes.
Like, for example, the Harry Potter every flavored beans, the jelly beans, I got those when I was like 12 when you went to Disney World for your band trip.
Yeah.
And we got caught in a microburst in Harry Potter World. And I remember I brought them back, and a neighbor friend at the time came over and we were trying them. And I don't even remember what the flavor was.
Probably relax.
That I ate, but it was so gross, and I can still taste it to this day. Like, I remember what the taste is, and I remember the smell of that sourdough starter.
Yeah.
And I love sourdough, and I'm just a little horrified that one, it's living, and two, it smells like that.
Yeah. It was a bummer.
Oh, she's nasty.
All right. Window seat or aisle seat?
This is tough.
It's not.
Okay, for me it is. I've been on a few planes recently. I was in the middle seat, and then I was aisle seat. It's tough because, like, I want the window seat because, like, I like
Well,
to look out.
the question is window or aisle.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Let me explain.
Okay,
my
continue
thoughts.
your thing.
Like, I want the window seat because I just feel like it's more enjoyable. But then if you're in the window seat and you have to, like, get up to go to the bathroom or something, you have to make that everybody's problem. But if you're in the aisle seats, you've got easier access to get up and down, but then you're the everybody and everybody's problem when someone has to get up.
Truth.
Like, when I got on a plane to come here, I was in an aisle seat, and I was the first one in my row sat. So then I had to sit and just, like, stare at everybody and wait. And the lady who sat next to me, like, made eye contact with, she wasn't even, like, pleasant about it. She made eye contact with me, and she was just like, "That's my seat right next to you." And I was like, "Okay."
Great.
Like, damn, you're not even here yet. There's some people in front of you. Like, I'll get up when you come over here. Like, girl, chill.
Right.
So, I don't know. What the? Oh, it's Kitty. Kitty! Oh, she's got something in her mouth.
Yeah,
Oh.
she does.
Brief interlude. We have this stray orange tabby cat. We call her Kitty. She's really sweetie. And she just, like, runs the neighborhood, does what she wants. And she is behind us, somewhere on the hill. And she's got some creature in her mouth. So, I'm upset about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, I think I'm gonna have to go window seat because I like being in my own little space.
Yeah. I also choose window seat because, one, I like to look out the window. Two, I usually fly very early in the morning, so I can lay my head against the wall then and sleep. Aside from the fact that the wall's probably gross, I just choose not to think about it. Flying is gross. I can only do so many things to keep my peace. And I make every effort to make sure that I don't have to get up and go to the bathroom during the flight. So, like, I could just, So we're window seat girlies. Okay. Next question. Ooh, concert tee or concert tote bag?
Tea.
Also the tee. Fanny pack, tote bag.
Ooh. I think tote bag.
Why?
Well, I don't like the word fanny pack, and I don't wear it fanny pack style.
Okay, belt bag or tote bag?
I wear it crossbody. I don't know, I like tote bags.
I like tote bags when I have a lot of shit to carry. My hang up with tote bags is that there's absolutely no pockets, and I have so much shit that I do need a pocket.
One of mine has a pocket. On the inside.
Well, we can't all...
You're mine. Your tote bag's at the wrong place.
I like the idea of the belt bag. I think it's a lot sleeker. It's hands-free. I don't have to worry about, like, throwing it on a shoulder and all that, but...
That's true, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's bulky.
Ooh, here's a Stranger Things question. Eddie Munson or Steve Harrington?
Steve Harrington. R.I.P. Eddie, but Steve Harrington.
I'm honest.
Where'd she go? What? What? Shh. What?
Oh, it's just birds. Okay.
You can't just do that.
I'm trying to listen and I have headphones on. Honestly, I think between Steve or Eddie, it's really a tough one. It's like
Caroline looks like Eddie Munson.
Okay. Rude but true. Because, like, Steve is, like, the classic cutie, And he just, like, gets better. He's, like, fine wine. He gets better with each season. His personality develops. But, like, Eddie has that fun, like, edge to it. But I'm like, yeah, Eddie. And, like,
I
also
sobbed.
both actors are very cute. Like, it's a real toss-up. I would be happy with either. Being honest, I would be happy with either. They would both bring me joy.
Spoiler alert if you didn't watch the new season. But, R.I.P. Eddie, I sobbed when he died.
It was yeah.
It was not cool. It was not cool. It wasn't cool.
No.
And if they do something to Steve, Duffer Brothers, you better count your days.
Yeah. This isn't yeah. This is not the time.
No.
Don't do it. Alright, are you a lipstick or a lip gloss girly?
Gloss. I don't wear lipstick.
I love lipstick.
I haven't gotten behind it. I prefer like a gloss texture, a balm.
I love lipstick. I just love color. It makes me feel very complete, but I do, when I'm like a dress down, like a t-shirt, whatever, I like to have the gloss. Are you a bar soap girl or a shower gel?
Shower gel. I love the Method body wash. Method body wash, rice milk, oat, whatever. The gray bottle. That's mine. What about you?
Okay, so I've been trying to be a shower gel person. I think I'm more of a bar soap. I like the gold dial. Yeah. And I don't know. Sometimes with like shower gel, I don't feel like I'm as clean. Or
I feel clean.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Do you use it with a loofah?
Yeah.
And what are you doing wrong?
I'm not sure. I think it's just like, I don't know. I think it feels different on my skin, and maybe that's the issue. And I don't know if it's bad different or better. It's just different.
I just feel like bar soap is drying.
That could be it too. I've been using actually the Cetaphil shower gel, and I've noticed that I've been continuing to use the bottle, so it must be hydrating, or just feels differently.
Yeah.
All right, are you a left side of the bed or a right side of the bed?
Middle. I slept on a twin bed for 20 years in my life, and then I was upgraded to a full, and I was like, oh my god, space. I sleep in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never... It's all for me. It's only for me.
I think I'd still sleep in the middle.
I don't really pick a side.
Yeah. All right, are you all gold or all silver, or do you mix metals?
I mix.
I want to mix, but I feel unbalanced when I mix them.
Here's the thing. I have always thought of myself as a silver girly.
Same.
But I currently have this gold bracelet, gold necklaces that I wear well, this one's permanent, so I can't take it off.
Yeah.
But I wear these every day, but all of my earrings are silver. And I'll wear gold, but I prefer silver. But in high school, I wore silver and gold bracelets to school one day, and someone was like, you can't do that. You're like clashing. You can't like mix metals. So then I didn't do it for years, and then I was like, what? Why? And now I do, because I'm like,
You definitely can.
I don't have the time to like change them out every day, especially when there's a lot of there's just a lot of staples. Especially when I got my ears pierced recently, like I got them all in silver, and it's like, okay, well, I can't change them yet, obviously, and I'm not gonna stop wearing gold.
Right.
What are you?
I am a gold girly right now because our permanent bracelets are gold. And I don't like to mix them, but I have, and it just makes me feel very like unbalanced. I don't know. There's something
So
about
you're
it.
gold.
But I was a silver girly for a very long time up until we got this bracelet. So then I had to make changes. Are you an early morning person or a late night person?
Late night.
Yeah. People who get up early, like, I just don't understand it. I can't do it. I easily stayed up until 2 o'clock last night, and
Dude, that's like
I could have kept going.
big for you.
It's big for me because I've had to change my schedule to fit like a regular, like 8 to 5 and
8 to 5.
8:30 technically, and
Working 9 to 5.
yes, and it's just not my tendency. Like, I am better at night. I can stay up later, but then I have to balance it by sleeping in. I
feel
can't.
like there's more space for activities at night.
I feel like there's more space, and I feel a lot more clarity at nighttime sometimes.
I'm interested in being a person at night.
Yes, I'm not. And I don't necessarily want to like deal with people. Like, I don't know. I just like the nighttime quiet of doing my own thing. Are you an iced coffee or a hot coffee?
Iced coffee.
Do you ever do hot coffee?
No.
I don't either.
I have before.
I did once while we were camping out of desperation.
Ooh.
We had hot instant coffee, and
I had like a hot raspberry latte once.
oh,
That was delish, but that was before I was like in the world of iced coffee.
Iced coffee all the way. I will drink it in the wintertime when it's snowing. It does not bother
Doesn't
me.
stop me.
Nope. Game night or movie night?
That's tough. That's a tough question.
Actually, it is a tough question.
I really like movie nights because I like watching movies, but I like game nights because I like the drama.
See, I think it depends. Like, if I'm with people that I want to like talk to, it has to be a game night. But if I just want to like chill and hang out and not really like spend too much time in conversation, movie night. Also, game nights don't happen as often, so they feel a little more special when they do.
That's true. I really like movie nights, but I feel like I like them better almost for family. Well, I don't know. I don't have a lot of friends. So, my one friend, you know who you be, probably doesn't have a problem with it because I'm always yapping, but I like to talk sometimes during movies.
Like, I like when we
I'm-
watch movies.
If I'm with... Oh, because our commentaries
yeah.
literally gold.
But sometimes I find myself like at movie nights with with friends, and people are talking, and I'm like, "Aren't you guys gonna watch the movie? Why are you talking?"
So I feel like maybe game night for
Yeah.
me.
But I guess like drinking game night is really a nice happy medium where
Oh,
you're
for
watching a
sure.
movie but you're talking and it's a game and it's all
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, like a drinking game movie night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when we are doing a Twilight drinking game movie night, but that's super fun. Yeah. And then I think the most important and like
just found your hair in the pool.
okay, well, I have a lot of it.
Oh, that might be my hair.
You ass.
That hair was golden.
And perhaps one of the, I don't know if it's like a final question, but like this is the question I always ask. Is it pop or is it soda?
Soda. Oh, we're about to fight. I just figured that out.
Yeah, we are. I'm actually really disappointed. I didn't think you were gonna say that. It's pop.
You never call it that.
I do.
I
though.
want to say that right now. I'm gonna air this
Actually,
out.
okay.
You never call it. I've never heard you call it pop in your life.
I do call it pop.
We come from an area where
I
they call
usually-
it that,
I
but like I've
usually-
never heard you say
because I
that.
usually just say, "Oh, I want some Coke," because that's what I drink. I drink Coke, and like that's really what I say. But if I were to say, "Oh, is it soda or is it pop?" I'm team pop.
I'm team soda.
Okay, well,
As
you're
a
stupid.
soda drink, as a soda drinker who drinks more than just Coke, because I like more than just Coke. I don't call it pop. I just don't. No.
Well, this might be the final
I don't
episode of
feel
this
like
podcast.
I don't feel like I heard it enough growing up to call it pop.
Sorry, that's just stunned silence because I just really don't know what to say to that. Sorry.
I just feel like it wasn't part of like my growing vocabulary,
That's so sad for
my
you.
lexicon, if you will.
Wow. Emily knows words.
I've never heard you call it pop.
Okay, I have, for sure. Maybe it's because you just tuned me out.
You know what's worse?
What?
Some people in the South call soda Coke,
I know. And that's
Which
why
I'm
I don't want anyone to be confused.
which I hate. I hate because Coke is a brand and it's a brand of soda. It's its own thing.
And it's also like the drink. It's a drink.
Right.
So you can't just call all of it by one
If I
brand.
ask for a Coke and they're like, what kind? We got Sprite, blah. What?
What if you're trying to get Pepsi? I mean, no one's trying to get Pepsi, but like, no offense to PepsiCo.
That's tea. That's true. I'm a Coke person over Pepsi.
Yeah. I went on a not so great date in recent months.
Yeah.
And they were trying to convince me that I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between Pepsi or Coke.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, no, I would.
Are they on crack?
And they were like, no, we tested it. Like,
Whoa.
am I about to go buy? Yeah, I am. I'm gonna go buy.
Wait, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between.
Yeah,
Oh, well, we've drank both.
I know. And they're like, you would pick the better one.
No,
because
I know.
Obviously, Pepsi.
No, I know.
And I was like,
Someone
the state has to
bring out a
end.
Pepsi and a
Oh.
Coke.
Like, genuinely, I'm like, I would know. I drink Coke every day.
Oh my God. My blood is more Coke than it is blood.
Yes. So I was like, okay, that's really cool that you think that. And then it was like,
Dude,
Pepsi
that's
is the
insane.
superior drink. And I was like, and this is why this isn't going to work.
That's valid.
That's not the only
No, that's
reason,
valid,
but that's a
though.
pretty good
If
reason.
that was the only reason, I think that's still valid.
That
I
was a-
would stand by that.
It was a pretty influential reason.
Jeez.
So,
I heavily disagree.
yeah. Honestly, we're going to go get
Coke,
some.
sponsor me.
Yeah.
Sponsor us, Coke. I'd sell my soul for a Coca-Cola.
Well, thanks so much for diving in with us today to get to know us better. We would love to get to know you better. Share your favorite fact about yourself in the comments.
Yeah, follow us on all socials that are relevant. You should know the difference. We'll catch you on the next one.
We can't wait to dive in with you next time.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
This has been the Deep End Podcast.
Ooh, the deep end.